One sip of the spirits in that distillery, and the kid'll feel like a new man. The arsenal's where the kid can pick the best tools for the job. Some of them squirts birthing like crazy in a couple of corn bins. Ferry barge sends the kid on his way. The bastion's real close now. Takes a chunk of alloy. Smell of barley and spoiled blueberries fills the air. Scumbags. The kid maybe shouldn't have done what he just did. To his death. puts him out of his misery. Finds the core to the Wharf District. He steals the city's heart. Might as well. Kid has a feeling he better get a move on. The place is starting to fall. Down he goes. Down toward the Bastion. Now the kid sees something stranger still. His mind races. Did anybody else survive? Sure enough, he finds another. He finds me. We talk for a spell. There's a bit of the Bastion's power in that crest, enough to point the way to the cores. All I tell him is to set that core of his on the monument there, then watch. Just like that, the Bastion comes alive. Starts growing again, growing stronger. Kid's gotta put its power to good use. Now the Bastion can send him even farther into the wild unknown. Kid ponders what to build. Makes time to sample spirits from my personal supply. Punch is so zesty, it'll let you carry on through the worst of times. Kid don't know what's out there waiting for him. The Skyway. Now the kid can ride the wind to distant lands. Now he lands at the intersection between bad and wrong. Ought to be a core down one of these twisted streets. But which one? He heads for the scored steps. Won't be no field trip this time. Keeps telling himself he better watch his step. Kid ain't ever seen an elephant squirt before. Hopes he'll never see one again. They say even the most rambunctious squirts can be tame. No sign of the core here. At least the kid got something for his trouble. Scumbag can digest just about anything. Except for this. It's quick for slicing and light enough to throw. Them squirts just don't know when to quit. Up north is where the gas fella foreman used to live, tending to his flock. No white gas fellas all dress alike. Kids wondering the same thing. And there it is, but it's locked down tight in an alloy cage. Blustery old foreman's keeping his fellas in check, almost like he's showboating the crowd. Now there's a new marshal in town. He hears the whole place groan, but it's too tough to fall. Might as well check the other side streets before leaving this hole. He heads for the east side, where Windbags used to keep the local forge. Somehow that old forge is still standing. Inside the forge, Kid can fine-tune those instruments of his. Kid's lifelong friends looking fit to keep on fighting. rest of the path is gone for good, and his city crest won't bring it back. Odd place to find the likes of Percy the Snitch. Never much cared for that big wide grin of his. He heads for the biggest dump in town, Scumbag Alley. Some scumbags still feeding off the city's own trash. And there he is, the oldest scumbag of them all, Gershel. The Calamity ain't done much for Gershel's sunny disposition. They always said old Gershel wouldn't go without a fight. Kid's ready to go, and his ticket out's right where he started. He comes back, just like I knew he would. The core hums in his pack, the monument's calling for it. The windbags used to be alright, then the Calamity took the floor out from under him. Ain't always much to say. Cinder brick stout sure goes down smooth, then stays in your gut like a rock. Kid ain't finished here yet. Kid does it again. Only fair he decides what we build next. The Bastion's a place of peace, but we can hold our own if we have to. Ain't much kid can't handle with hammer and bow in hand. Picked up traces of other cores while the kid was out. The breakers used to come here for target practice. Used to play a little game. See who could bust the most targets in the fewest shots. He's focused, he's armed, and he's off. just happens in a flash. Kid ain't done bad at all. He returns with some of the materials we need. Sometimes a single look says it all. In better days. The melting pot was sealed tighter than the skin on a squirt. Of all the plans to survive the calamity, it had to be stabweeds. If there's a core, he figures it ought to be deeper down. Core stuck inside one of those fancy cages. He throws a switch. Now what could possibly go wrong? Quite a bit, as it turns out. The cage starts lifting from the core ever so slow. All Kid can do is wait. Shipments start falling in. Some of the stuff lying around is downright dangerous. Not every squirt's born bad. Some spring to the kid's defense. Judging by the movement of the cage, it's gonna take a little while. Scumbags don't take kindly to hitching the work. Even some gas fellas take his corner. Heard him pop that mean old form. At this rate, maybe 5 more minutes, maybe 30, or 10. Squirts get real territorial around the core. Then a shipment of free samples shows up. One thing's for sure, that cage is awful heavy. Troublesome scene to be sure. minutes left, and the core goes free. 10, 9, 8, 7, give or take a few more seconds. Finally, the core's within reach. And done. He's got it. Just gotta get to the nearest barge. I still remember the look on his face after that one. The old world's finished, but the new world's just getting started. A lot of things need fixing up in this world, and we can start right here. With a good length of meat-gut, that bow's like new again. Windbag Ranch was built for gathering squirt extract in copious supply. Ain't nothing more healthful. Some folks showed up to make a fast buck, nothing but a knife. Other folks came to train their throwing hounds. Still others used the place to test their finest blades. Kid cuts all of them down soon enough. Kid comes back from Windbag Ranch, smelling good and right. Folks voyaged across the boundless sea to found Caelondia. It was good living here for a while. The little Zolwood oil and that blade shines like a light. girls used to walk the sundown path. Kid ain't here for pleasure, though. But then, somebody gets to the core before the kid. The floor starts giving way under the lightest step. A single panic squirt could bring the whole place down. Fragments of the old world rain from the sky. Well, the path ain't exactly on the visitors no more. Security's all fired up. See, the path was intended for leisurely strolling and such. Sky bridges link the path together. One of them bridges whips the kid along. Air travel always was an iffy proposition. The calamity changed everything, even where the wind blows. Well, if we mastered the winds in the old days, we could do it again. But the question is, who else could have taken the core? Quick and careful is the only way to go. Well, ain't no survivor stole the thing. Scumbag ate it by mistake. Tough break. Unlike the kid, that core ain't coming back. They used to ship live munitions down the path. He's wise to toss those things plenty far away. Even gas fellas need some shut-eye from time to time. They get real cranky when you wake them up. In all this toil, Kid keeps coming back to an overwhelming question. Who else could have survived the calamity? So he didn't find the core that time, but that ain't about to stop us. What else is there to say? Squirt cider will toughen you right up. Too bad about the musty aftertaste.
All right. Yeah, I'll probably go to the proving ground. That is what we'll probably do. Let's head to the proving ground. Yeah, here.
No place better than Trapper Shingle for learning to tread light and shoot straight. Trappers had to tread real careful here, else take a nasty fall. They train themselves by clearing out the targets while not clearing out the floor. Any good trapper knows never to take a step till the time is right. Decent trapper wouldn't walk away empty-handed.
Once again, third place, man. Once again, third place. I was 4 targets away from getting the next prize. No!
To think a rickety place like the Shingle survived, and so little else did.
Man, that's just crazy. Alright. We'll just come to the next spot. Ooh.
The dead welcome him with open arms. The calamity took everybody after all. Kid sees it plain, frozen faces all around.
Man, this kid's story's so sad.
You don't much care to see him. Not like this. These folks never saw the calamity coming, but someone did. Someone close.
Someone knew the calamity was coming.
Someone who ain't like Mr. Beckley and his kindly wife.
What?
It was someone like him.
What?
Kid sees him there agape, in the flesh. It's a snag or two trying to get to him. He ain't about to stop, no matter what. He's got so many questions after all. Just ain't got time for answers.
But still. Okay.
The Thunder Brothers didn't make it.
Oh my goodness. I keep like not seeing the
They never saw what it was like beyond the walls. Nordy the bird boy didn't make it. The Jawsons, they didn't make it. Grady Sr., Grady Jr., they didn't make it. But him, he survived. Kid finds proof enough that man ain't from around here.
Let's see. This is a rare sight.
Just think, without that man, we wouldn't be here right now, would we? The Corps survived it well. Kid does what he has to do.
But
What do you say to a man who's seen too much?
block it.
Kid hasn't a clue, but he says this. We have to go. Please.
What?
He's a proper gentleman, that man. His name is Zulf. No hiding he's an Ura. Folks like him ain't never been a common sight in Caelondia. He's relieved to see a living face or two. The kid and I introduce ourselves in kind.
Like, it is a beautiful artwork. I really, really like it. And I love the narrator, too.
Both to
I don't know
him
who's narrating
and
this.
to each other.
I'm
for the
gonna have to
first
look it up.
time.
It was so good. Alright, we have quests for both of them now. I feel like we haven't been getting these quests in a while, so. Yeah, let's talk to him about life before
For
the
Zulf,
calamity.
Caelondia was like a second home. He's real worried about his first home, too. Far to the east.
I wonder, can I put on subtitles for you guys? I can.
He was born in the Tazil terminals. The Ura sent him on a mission of peace to our city, and he's lived here ever since. We fought the Ura decades ago, but that was then. Things are different between us now.
I like the counter too. Quite a lot. Oh yeah, we have the door. Oh,
Of
opening this
course.
side.
Hey, remember, that's why this place is coming together. That's why things are gonna be alright. Well, look what we have here.
Oh. The memorial plan. Now we have the lost and found. Oh no. Lost and found.
The memorial. Here, a kid can pay respect to the old world and earn it in kind.
Oh, so this is like instead of
The
flash.
valediction. Just another one of my sketches. Nothing more. Words can't express what happened, but they're all I got.
Alright, I'll be right back, Captain. All right, we're back.
We tracked down a couple more cores near the edge of the city.
I want to try the shooting training ground again. And maybe like not roll this time.
Kid decides to keep working his aim and footwork on the shingle. Best time to pick a new spot was when swapping magazines.
I do like that I can reload as I'm walking, right? Like I don't have to the fact that I can reload back there is fine.
Expert trappers got something extra to give him an edge.
Prize, second place prize this time. All right. Let's head out to the next spot to get a core. Let's go to the Pyth area over here.
No use praying to the gods these days. No time for it either. Kid says a little prayer anyway. Couldn't hurt, right? Folks used to make pilgrimage here to pay their respects to Pith, the bold Pith orchard. The place is a dead end in more ways than one. Well, the gods are long gone now, and the orchard core is long gone too. Seems Pith ain't much of a watchdog. The gods don't care about trinkets, but the kid ain't no god. Pith stood for something once. Something real. In time, though, the bull stopped being a symbol and started being decoration. He couldn't even save his loyal subjects.
Dude, this game is so sad.
Pith makes a decent scarecrow, at least. Then Pith lights up like a rodeo.
Okay. So in those moments, it looks like
Ain't easy punching through his hide.
not like that.
Kid breaks him to bits. Must have been guarding that shrine. So what'll it be? Invoke the gods, or tell them off?
Ooh. Not sure what we should do. Okay, so this is like a shrine for peoples. This one says the wakeful, patient, and temperamental. Foes shall grow quicker to move and to strike.
Pith.
Oh, so you can like make the game harder. Now
Kid don't need favors from the likes of Pith. Well, if the gods are alive, they must be plenty sore. Popping windbags is hard enough. No need to get the gods involved.
I really like having a bow there. Get that gun out. Just have to hold it
Things might have gone worse if Kid tampered with that shrine.
Oh yeah,
Kid ain't found a core, but at least he found Zolf's precious shrine.
we're gonna get out of there.
Now we can build a shrine of our own, though I got some alternatives in mind.
We didn't get a core, right? So
Zolf doesn't touch the thing. Says the god of commotion is no children's toy.
huh.
Turn him round and round all you like. Pith's still gonna be ugly.
Hope you got another question from him.
The Ura feared the gods. We turned them into toys, put their faces on our walls.
Huh. So we do have an upgrade for. Oh, you get to pick. Double clip, faster reload. Oh.
Turns out those old bones still have some spark in them.
So I didn't know I could pick. Let's look. Yeah, I want the draw speed up for that for sure. Yeah, and then the damage is great. Okay. I mean, there's something good. What else do we have? No, but I like this. Back over here, we don't have to do that. Alright, let's keep going. Alright, Cinderbrick Fort.
There's only one way to Cinderbrick Fort. The hard way. Sure, the city marshals may be gone, but now the fort's crawling with windbags. windbags ain't so
Pop a
lucky.
heal. Alright.
They've been left to freeze or starve or face the kid. Well, windbags, young and old, keep fighting for the fort. At least the marshals left the kid a parting gift. Something the windbags just can't handle.
So a new weapon.
Something that'll punch clean through their greasy hides.
Shotgun. Spread out. Man, that's crazy.
Windbags ain't much different from normal folks. All they want's a warm place to stay and a decent meal. The Calamity drove the windbags topside. A lot of them wound up here in this very fort. Could have been minding the business underground like in the old days. Windbags can't use the marshal supplies, but a kid sure can.
I think the only thing I want to swap is I want to get the back. I think that's it. Oh, and I want to put hammer on X. Yeah. Okay, we're good now.
As for the windbags, Cinder Brick gave them enough heat and metal to munch on for a while.
Alright, here's the
Well, the fort ain't theirs by right. Can't blame them for wanting it, though. So many of those sorry things holed up inside that old fort. sight with that newfangled musket. Secured his plane gone haywire. Windbags gummed up the works. Kid ain't afraid of getting burned. They trapped the kid in the middle of the force parade grounds. Then they bring out Glutus and Blandon and all their scumbag uncles. They got something to gain. Their sorry hides to lose. Kid takes down Glutus. Or maybe it was Blandon. The windbags finally get the message.
Alright.
The Skyway's a welcome sight after all that. And now ain't nothing left for nobody down at Cinderbrook Fort.
Yeah, no, Cinderbrook Fort, kind of GG. Sorry about that.
Kid shows up just as Zulf's telling me about his own journey to the city. Seems the only thing the Calamity saved for Zulf was his smoking pipe. Poor kid collapses after just one drag.
Oh,